My name is Reverend John Reynolds.
And I'm Reverend Lindsey Hall.
And it's so great to be with you here as your pastors at Brighton and Whitmore Lake First United Methodist Church. We wanted to take a moment to share with you a little bit about our stewardship campaign in 2020 for the fiscal year 2021. As each of you take this moment to consider why you give to Brighton and Whitmore Lake First United Methodist Church, we wanted to take a moment to share why we're giving. First of all, we're incredibly inspired by your incredible faithfulness and your devotion to Jesus Christ. We're inspired by all of the amazing ministries that take place here within these walls of this church, and also all the amazing missions that you partake in outside of the walls of this church. We've been inspired by gathering with you in worship, and we've been excited to be a part of some of the classes and small groups that have been meeting for all of the different purposes here in this church, for support, for emotional encouragement, and the recovery groups that exist within our church. And as we considered why we give to this church, all of those ministries were at the forefront of our mind. We want to be some small part of the incredible work that God is doing in this community. And we'd like, throughout the course of October, to share sermons with you about biblical characters who have been generous with their gifts, who have shared of their abilities, their time, their talent, their treasures to make a difference in this world. So throughout the month of October, our theme is Living a Generous Life. And we encourage you to take a moment to consider all of these wonderful biblical heroes and how they've lived generous lives and how God might be calling you to do the same thing.
Throughout the month of October, we're also inviting you to pray as you discern how God is calling you to give to the church. We're inviting you to pray this prayer: Lord, where would you like me to be in my giving? And as you pray that prayer, as you pray and discuss that prayer with your family members with whom you live, or individually if you live as a single person, we would invite you to pray and listen to God's leading, to the Spirit's direction. As you pray, we would invite you to complete an estimate of giving card. This was mailed out to you earlier this month alongside a letter from Pastor John and I. We'd invite you to complete this estimate of giving card. You can also complete it online by going to brightonfumc.org/giving. And as you complete this estimate of giving card, it really shares with our church where you are planning to give in 21. You can adjust, of course, your giving up or down should the season of your financial life change a little bit. It's simply an estimate of what you plan to give to God through the church as you look to 2021. Also, in a letter that went out earlier this month, we shared with you a narrative budget. It looked like this. And this narrative budget outlines all of the different ministries and missions in our church, because all of your giving goes towards transforming lives and changing the world as we make disciples of Jesus Christ, who know God, who love God, who serve God. And in that narrative budget, it outlines how your giving goes to support the mission of our congregation. Well, it is really my hope, it is Pastor John's hope, that you'll join us not only in Sunday morning worship, whether that's online or physically at our Brighton and at our Whitmore Lake campuses. It is also our hope that you will join us throughout this month of October as we pray together, saying, Lord, where would you like me to be in my giving? We look forward to seeing you in worship this Sunday, either online or in person. Blessings to you, the State Church.